So, your child has to write a 1,000-word essay. How much work goes into that anyway? And how much time should it take? Your child probably knows very well that 1,000 words comes to 4 double-spaced pages, but does anyone ever count sentences? I find counting sentences far more practical than counting words or pages. Let's assume a young writer, fairly new at the essay game. They would probably be at the Lexile level of roughly 14 words per sentence. Now let's reverse engineer a 1,000-word essay and see what it's really made of. And let's remember that any single topic is really a combination of 3 subtopics. For example, here's an exact 4-pager I would have written in grade 7 Canadian history. I'm sure it's an antique now. On causation of World War I. The causes of World War I can be understood as nationalism, colonialism, and then unused military technology. Now here's the nitty-gritty of any 4-pager. 1,000 words divided by 14 words per sentence is 71 total sentences. But 71 sentences is kind of still a lot for some children, so let's break it down further. Leaving room for the introduction and the conclusion, there are 20 sentences for each of 3 topics. Well, subtopics. Subtract 5 sentences per subtopic for footnotes because no matter what you want to say, someone's already said it really, really well in a book. Now we're down to 15 original sentences for each of 3 subtopics. By the way, how cool are those footnotes? A professional writer already wrote a section of your essay for you. How considerate of that writer. Now we're back to the introduction. You'll need 5 sentences for that. You'll need another 6 for the conclusion, but let's subtract 3 from those because introductions and conclusions are nearly identical. So that's more like 3 original sentences for those. Besides, once you've written your body paragraphs, your introduction and your conclusion practically write themselves. And if you've never had that experience, I promise, it only takes a few runs through the process to see the magic. Now we're looking at a grand total of 53 original sentences spread over the whole topic, which is really 3 separate subtopics, remember. It's like 18 sentences per subtopic. So in the example from above, that's 18 sentences on each separate cause of World War I. And we have special tools to further break down our subtopics, but it's almost time to wrap this video. Just a hint though, if you're using this video to help your child, just remember, make those 18 sentences comprehensive. Now, the bottom line is, it took me a lot of unnecessary years and, quite frankly, tears to self-teach this strategy. But once I did, essay writing felt like working on a very efficient assembly line. As long as I knew where I was in the process, I knew which small part to install so I could move on to the next. I realize the assembly line doesn't conjure up images of joy for a lot of workers, but you need to understand, before I figured out how to work the assembly line to my advantage, I thought I had to build the whole factory from scratch every single time. So given those 2 choices, I'd take the assembly line any day. And if you have a child who could benefit from easy strategies for essay writing, please get in touch with me. Thanks for visiting my website and watching this video. Please tell a friend about me and keep in touch. Bye for now.